It's time to take a spotlight on African players who definitely had a wonderful weekend this past weekend. In the Premier League, that will be our focus. And this time, we'll take a look at players, especially in Liverpool, where you had Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, not forgetting to Naby Keita, who all were in form. Unfortunately, that game ended in a draw. It was spectacular, I must say, and many were looking forward to see victories. Yes, of course, victories for different African players who are playing in different football clubs there in the Premier League. Well, joining me this morning to take a look at the African players is Andrew Olsson from the United States. He's a Pan-African football commentator. Welcome to Breakfast Central, Andrew.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, so what do you make of the return of both African players? I'm talking about Mane and Salah, despite the steaming competition they had at the just concluded African Cup of Nations and the World Cup qualifiers.
Well, these gentlemen are used to match congestion. They can come right back from international break and still perform at the same level they were before. And we all saw that in action yesterday. Mane and Salah were both productive, both crucial components in Liverpool's performance.
I can imagine that. And not forgetting to Liverpool were indeed looking to win that game, but it didn't work out for them. Let's take a look at other African players as well this past weekend. Over the weekend, we saw African players light up the biggest league. I'm talking about the Premier League. And players like Zambia's Enoch Mwepu, who secured the win for Brighton and Hove against Arsenal, and Leicester City's Ademola Lookman. What is your take on their performances?
Well, when it comes to Mwepu, the man known as computer can adapt to any circumstance. We've seen it with players coming from Red Bull Salzburg. They're a perfect fit for the English Premier League, for the high pressing style, for the frenetic pace of the league. And Mwepu's fitted in well. He's had some problems with injuries this season, but he fits in really well into Brighton and Hove Albion's system. And I think he's going to continue to be a good fit with his defensive and attacking versatility. When it comes to Lookman, he also fits in well to the style of play with Brendan Rodgers. When Leicester decides to play more on the counterattack and looks to be more direct, Lookman's pace and his ability to dribble at defenders makes him an excellent piece, an excellent rotation piece in Brendan Rodgers' squad.
All right. Olsen, permit me to leave the Premier League now. Let's go to Spain. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He is becoming unstoppable for Barcelona after leaving Arsenal, despite what the critics say. Well, just last night, he scored another goal. He seems to be a goal-scoring machine right now. What Arsenal lacked, he is giving to Barcelona. What's your take on his performance so far?
Well, I think he's fit in really well with Barcelona. He has a Spanish part of his family. I think he knows Spanish, so it was kind of a natural fit when he came to La Liga. And I think at Barcelona, he's a little bit more of a focal point in the attack.